Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We are back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I got a special one. I go by CEO PESO, blessed and highly favored. Happy New Year, everybody. We bringing in good energy, good vibes, and good blessings, and, just keep it going. Now, the story behind this, we're going to keep it light, but we've been trying to set this up for a long time. My homie got a lot that she's trying to put out on the platform, and I appreciate you being diligent and, asking to get on the platform. I'm only trying to build up, and for what you got to bring is like, I want the people to hear. So please introduce yourself.
Yes, a little bit about myself. My name is Linnea Moore. I am from Dayton, Ohio, and I am getting ready for my first seminar, Foundation of Self-Love. I do have a business, Linnea's Perfect Touch. Linnea's Perfect Touch is basically non-invasive surgical procedures, and I want to give more information to African American women about non-invasive surgical procedures, because there's just so many women that especially so many Black women that's dying on the OR table from cosmetic surgical procedures. So I just want to give the awareness of not only us keeping our death rate down as African Americans, but not only that, but also give the women of the community, of the urban community, more information on how to burn fat non-invasively. So that's pretty much the seminar up in a bundle, but overall the seminar is going to be women empowerment. It's going to be ATO Fave as well, going to be in the building, and she's going to be doing permanent makeup, talking about how she became a permanent makeup artist and teacher and transfer over into entrepreneurship. Yeah. And then Jerisha Moore is going to be Jerisha Moore Smith. Let me make sure I get that right. Jerisha Moore Smith will be there talking about women empowerment. And then also I will have the Atlanta Urban League. They will also be in the building as well. They will be talking about just entrepreneurship in the African American community, and it's going to be just really big. It's going to be really fun. So
it's a well-rounded learning experience for what it sounds like, for sure.
Yes, it's a definitely a learning experience for African Americans overall, because not only are we going to be talking about non-invasive versus invasive surgical procedure, but we're also going to be talking about business and education, women empowerment. So it's really going to touch on all bases of what an African woman would want for her overall self, like a business, also women empowerment, also owning a home and stuff like that. And me as an African American woman, I know that's something that I want. And so I know I'm not the only African American woman that wants this. So that's why I'm so excited about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what got you so intrigued to bring that message and that clarity out to put it together?
Well, first thing is this. I am a Sinclair student. I graduated with my health science degree, and like throughout the years I just have learned so much about the African American community, far as death rates, far as African American women not being aware of the things that can kill us, also being aware that African Americans as a community was used as science projects, and doctors was actually experimenting on us to see.
Literally.
Yes.
Since syphilis.
Syphilis.
Well,
yes.
That's every man and woman, but yeah.
But African American, they didn't do it to outside of African American people. So basically, and women especially, it was a lot of surgical procedures that was done on us, as far as OBGYN is concerned. So if you want to get into that, that's a whole nother situation. But they use African American women slaves as basically experiment scientists as they was doing surgical procedures. And so basically, what I'm saying is, me being a allied health professional, I just want to bring more awareness to the African American community on health and why it's important to keep our race as a surviving a race as overall. So and that we're being killed out.
Yeah.
And so since we're being killed out, I want to bring that type of awareness to the community, and what can we do to stop it, and what can we do to stop being stop going under the OR table, or anything that can, risk our
Potentially,
lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the first instinct that made you be like, I'm about to, because you sound so passionate and thorough about it. But what was the first thought, or it's something that was like, yo, I'm about to go like full throttle on getting this message out? Like, what triggered it?
What triggered it? I'm not gonna be really specific, but I have seen, so as being a CNA, a nurse's assistant, you have seen so many levels of care far as African American community, and I have seen doctors that is not of my race, or outside, like European, or if you want to say white. I have seen them totally disregard Black people overall, far as medical, not even wanting to touch them, but knowing that they have to touch them, but not give them the quality care as they would another.
Kind of like just getting them out of there.
Yeah, get them out of there and whatnot. And I feel like it's just a call and duty for me. Like I said, I've been a CNA for over 10 years, and I've been in school for over 10 years. So it's just something that I have seen. I have seen nurses neglect African Americans as well, or just not give them the same care. And so that's another thing why I wanted to push this out, because African American women have to be aware of our health. And even in pregnancy, African Americans are like the highest ethnic group that are dying on the table far as pregnancy. And we're also going to be talking about postpartum depression and pregnancy as well at the seminar. So that's going to be a few topics about that, because I myself just had a baby not too long ago. So I want to make sure that thank you. Yeah. I want to make sure that I get into that as well. So we will be talking about postpartum depression as well. It is just going to be really just women empowering.
It's going to be dope.
Yes.
So like even with like learning to obtain like the information to be able to speak to people, like did you go out and talk to people, or did you just do your own self research?
So what do you mean by like being specific? Like, what do you mean?
Like, okay, because it sounds like that you have a lot of knowledge to tell these people, and then with your profession, it sounds like you've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
So did you know about it before you seen it firsthand, or was it just happened then?
Let me say this: the trigger thing is I had started Sinclair, and I became a surgical technology student. Before I had started my actual program, I was looking up things like, what can I do that's related to surgery that I really want to do. And I seen body contouring, which is non-invasive, and non-invasive is when you're not getting cut into.
Thank you. I was going to ask you for the people who don't understand what does non-invasive mean.
So non-invasive is when you're getting cut into. Invasive is when you're getting cut into.
Okay.
Yeah, so my non-invasive is just ultrasonic waves that are going through your body and just melting the fat.
Okay.
And then basically when you go to invasive surgical procedure, you're being cut into, and you have like a long probe, and it's basically taking the fat off of your fascia and damaging your fascia, which is causing your fascia to swell up and your lymph nodes to swell up. And that's why it's important to get post-op care. And that's why you want to come to Linnea's Perfect Touch, because I have one of the best post-op care results.
Okay. And when you say, okay, for the people, I understand, for the people who don't understand again, what does this procedure actually do? What are you doing actually? And you explain why it's so safe, but what does it do to the female body? Okay,
so for the female body, so for the laser lipo, you have lasers. And so the lasers are just basically melting the fat down. Like, so you say, for instance, that you freeze something and you got to leave it out for it to unthaw. So basically that's what the lasers are doing. Basically just
loosening it up.
Yeah, loosen.
Wait. Okay, is that? I didn't see videos where like girls be like, Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay,
but that's cavitation. That's a probe that you're using. What I'm talking about is laser lipo. So the laser lipo. So you have to use all the probes to make sure it works. So don't go to someone that only use laser lipo and cavitation and don't do skin tightening, because then they're not doing it correctly. And then we're also going to be talking about body contouring scammers, the ones that only do laser lipo, and then that's it, and they want to charge somebody $150 something, and they only did laser lipo. Me, if you come to me, you will pay $380, and every session is 4 hours per session, and you will get laser lipo, cavitation, skin tightening, and liposuction. Plus, you will get wood therapy, which is a treatment that you do to basically just drain everything that I just said. All the fat, all the toxins, and everything is just going to run right out of your body when I do the wood therapy. And you will be able to see the before and after picture. So you guys do not forget to go to Nayas Perfect Touch.
Say it. We're gonna plug it. We plugging it.
Yes. So please do not go. Please do not forget to go to Nayas Perfect Touch on Instagram and on Facebook, and come follow me. You can see all my pictures and everything that I do as well. Like I said, I have a health science degree. I'm a Lena certified in everything that I do, and I'm very passionate about everything that I do as well. And I also just added a new service, is recovery home care, and basically I would drive to your house and take care of you if you're not able to take care of yourself after having any cosmetic surgical procedure.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you doing this all yourself?
Yes, I opened my business at the beginning of 2021, and ever since then it's been a struggle, but I'm going to stay resilient. I'm going to stay dedicated, and whatever life throw at me, I'm just going to go ahead and still tackle it. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, trust me, I know.
I'm passionate.
I know, trust me, I know. I high five you on that. That's G shit.
Yes.
Nah, but because I do want to ask too, even when you got into like doing what you do, because it sound like it's became a convenience of like everybody does it.
Yes, it's becoming a convenience because you can get up the next day and go to work. Like, you don't have to take no time off. Yeah. Like, so if you go to invasive and actually have a tummy tuck, you're not going to be able to go back to work the next day. You're going to be in the bed trying to recover, and also have all those sedation medications wear off and all that other good stuff as well. See, when you do non-invasive surgical procedure, you never have to worry about letting the meds wear off or anything like that, because you're not taking any meds or anything, and it's not painful. So it's nothing like that. It's nothing like invasive surgical procedure.
So you think that a lot of these women now are just going into this blindsided, just not even caring about like the proper way to do it? They're just trying to get it done.
Yes, that's a good point, because when you're burning fat, you don't want to add fat. And a lot of people assume that, I can eat whatever I want while I'm doing this treatment. And no, you can't eat whatever you want. Like, you can't eat fried chicken after just getting body contouring, because you're adding fat after I just melted. So I always tell my clients, try to stay away from coffee. If you do drink coffee, don't have no creamers or sugars in it. I try to tell people to do a detox before you do the treatment. I try to tell people to just eat right and drink a lot of water. I try to tell people that as much as possible, and I see them on Facebook drinking some liquor.
Casamigo, yeah, just fucking it up. Yeah.
Right, and they just spent all this money, and I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure that my work is...
so they don't come back to you.
Yeah, like, so they don't have to come back and complain and stuff. And when, I always try to make them happy no matter what. I always try to make sure my clients are happy, but sometimes you just have to let, like, hey, I did tell you at the beginning and you didn't listen.
You signed
and
the signature.
Why I always have people sign contracts.
Yeah.
And I go over consultations and everything, because it's serious for me, and I want my clients just to take it as serious as I do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so let's tap back into the seminar.
Foundation of Self-Love seminar.
I was about to say
retreat.
I was about to say event. Okay, retreat, seminar, event. But like, I admire like the way that you are like full forcing like the message of what you do with your business. But how difficult was it, trying to set up this seminar as well? Talk about it. Talk about it.
This has been the most this has been the most hardest time, like, for me ever. I just got in a car accident, like.
I ain't wanna say it,
okay.
but yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It is what it is, but it's about just staying resilient. And if you really want something, if you really believe in something, you just have to go for it, like, no matter what. And I was like, you know what? I had all this stuff happen to me. I made it this far from Atlanta, travel all the way back to Dayton, Ohio, just for this. Let me go ahead and do what I need to do so I can get here and get this done, because not only is it me, but I have my cousin Jerisha Moore, her name is on this. I have ATL Fave, I have the Urban League of Atlanta on this, so it means a lot to me to make sure that I deliver, and not only deliver, but I'm also delivering for other people that's going to be there as well. So my goal is to have as many Black women come to this event, because it's not only beneficial to me, but it's also beneficial for them, because not only will they enjoy a spa day, a sip and paint, food, luxury food and wine.
Yeah.
Okay, they will enjoy all that, and then you will get a free basket with all my new products in it. New waist trainers, new cellulite cream, new detox drink coming on the way. So all that stuff will be in the basket, and everybody will receive a basket that comes.
So it just sounds like a whole experience.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
Well, you said retreat, seminar. I said event, but it just sounds like an experience of like.
Yeah, if you've never been to Atlanta, and if you want to come to Atlanta and you want to experience what it feels to treat yourself, then yes, come. Like, if you're a Black woman and you've never been to the Chateau Alon Resort and Winery, yes, come out. It's one of the most wonderful experiences that you can experience, because first of all, you're on like over like this big piece of land that's a big old mansion, and it has pools, hot tubs.
So you don't even feel like you in Atlanta, to be honest.
Yeah, it feel like you somewhere on the resort, like somewhere on the beach somewhere. It's really nice. It's really nice, yes.
So what is the biggest benefit that you want to get from putting this event together and having people come? Like, what?
So my overall outcome is for health is wealth. Have more Black
Say
women.
that. God damn.
Yes.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Shit.
So, and I just want to bring that more to the African American community. So if I can see more women working out, if I can see women open up businesses for themselves, and they actually came to my seminar and actually learned something on how to open up a business for themselves and become their own Black entrepreneur, like I did for myself. And also learning how to not hate on the next Black woman and how to lift her up. And hopefully I can see another Black woman that came to my seminar lifting another Black woman up. So I want to see that, and hopefully I will see that with the overall result. And I also want to see just Black women loving on each other, because it's so rare. Like, that you don't see that all the time. You always see Black women hating on each other because of their skin tone. One might be lighter than the other. One might be darker than the other.
Or they clicked up. They got their own.
Like, it's just, we all need to come together. No, it doesn't matter your shade. It doesn't matter the clique that you hang around. None of that does not matter. It's about loving one another and just lifting each other up. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Not to make it funny, but I feel like men don't deal with that. Like, I don't be looking at like I ain't kicking with these light skinned niggas, or these
well, women do.
These
women,
dark chocolate ass, like, nah, like, it's crazy though, just to hear your perspective.
Yeah, well, I mean, colorism is real.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I also want to talk about as well. Like, just love yourself. Like, foundation of self-love is about loving yourself regardless of your skin tone, regardless if you wear a weave, regardless if you cut your hair off and you went bald. Like, it's just about loving your neighbor and loving the next woman and lifting her up and not making fun of someone's personal appearance or nothing. Just loving each other and just like lifting each other up, because that's what the Black community needs.
Absolutely. And I heard you mention some of your products, so let's touch on that a little bit.
Yes, so some of my products, we have waist trainers, we have cellulite cream. Cellulite cream basically helps with tightening of the skin, better appearance of the skin. Like, if you just had a baby and you have cellulite or stretch marks or anything like that, you put on the cellulite cream. It really works, and you can go to my Facebook or my Instagram and see before and after pictures as well. And then next thing is the detox tea. I'm excited about the detox tea because I always wanted to come out with my own drink, and so I am. So the detox tea will be available March the 4th, the day at the seminar, and so I will have all my detox teas out and
everything laid out. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so let them know again the seminar, the retreat, everything. When is it?
Yes, so the seminar, Foundation of Self-Love. That's what the seminar is overall about, is loving yourself. Okay, so that is on March 3rd and March 4th at the Chateau Elan, and please wear pink at the pajama party. And it starts on the 3rd, it starts at 3 o'clock till 10, and then on March the 4th is oh shoot, Jesus.
I'm gonna make sure I drop it down, but go ahead.
Okay, so March the 4th is the actual seminar, the actual retreat, and that starts at 3 and it ends at probably 1 o'clock in the morning.
Don't miss that day.
Don't miss that day.
Nah, for real.
Don't miss that day.
Nah, I'm gonna make sure I get the promo in there.
And then I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
go. Nah, you good.
And then the tickets are $960. The $960 includes everything. It includes your stay, your spa, your food, your wine, and the free basket giveaway. So the $960 covers everything. Now, if you just want to see the seminar, the tickets is $299. If you just want to see the seminar and receive a free basket.
I can tell you put this together. You got the numbers down. God damn it. Yeah, I was like, okay. But I love that, though. I love the passion you put into it. I love how, like, you know, it seems like it's unlightening to certain people, but for you to like bring light on it, it's like
yes.
Just
and if you know about the Urban League of Dayton, I'm just telling anyone that needs more information. If you want to be an entrepreneur, definitely hook up with the Urban League of Miami Valley, because they do have different entrepreneur programs, not like the one in Atlanta. But if you want to start off somewhere, you got to start off somewhere. And I did start off at the Urban League of Miami Valley, and I moved to Atlanta and restarting my business and everything again. So like I said, they are helping me with a few things, and also business plans as well. They're helping me with that. So if you want to become a member of the Urban League, please start here at the Urban League of Miami Valley.
Yo, yes. You a beast. All right, so last question I ask everybody before we end off. What's a good quote or a piece of advice that you live off of?
I just say stay resilient to the realities of life.
Ooh, I ain't heard no. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I mean that's
stay resilient to the realities of life.
Yes, stay resilient. I actually never heard that word till I went to Sinclair, and a teacher had told me. She said, "Linnea, you just so resilient."
Don't that shit stick when it be like,
yes.
What the fuck that mean?
What does that mean?
Because I remember somebody called me conceited, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? That was terrible. Conceited is bad, but resilient. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, and then I also just want to give a big shout out to my father for everything, just helping me and supporting me during this time of me getting ready for my seminar. Thank you, Daddy. I love you. I love you really more. Okay.
Hey, all right. I appreciate you on the platform.
Thank you so much.
March 3rd, March 4th, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna place everything down. Yep.
Yes, and he will be posting the flyers, so you guys can go to Eventbrite and purchase your tickets. That's the website, and he will have the flyer posted with the website at the bottom where you can actually click
the link.
Click, tap in, please, because this is an event of a lifetime, and you don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. Dreamers Welcome Podcast. Y'all keep on dreaming. We out.
We out.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.